Hello everyone, it's Susan here and welcome to my crafty chit chat and slow stitching video. I have been working on this block. Now let me kind of share with you real quick before we dive into this block right here. This is the Just Because book that I've been working on. This is the cover. I have sewn it on, and I have sewn the inside cover on. This piece is done. Right now it's pinned onto the next page, and I need this to be done before I can sew both of these blocks onto this page. So this is the one we're going to be working on. But before I start, I just want to share a couple things with all of you. So if you're not familiar with the Just Because book, Susan Taylor Brown is the one that came up with the whole idea, and I have her YouTube link below, so definitely go check her out. And I'm super excited to participate in a collaboration today from Creating with Jovi and Carol's Recrafted Boutique. And it's a monthly collaboration, and the name of it is called Creating and Recrafting. And the theme this month is to use something from around the house. So I have got that covered on here. I'll explain it to you as I go along. So I obviously started on this block, and I've been playing around with the different pieces. So everything is sewn on here except for this one piece down here, and we'll work on that together. So as a matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and just start stitching a few things down. I have just a little bit of this yarn on here, but I think it's enough to get this little piece sewn down, so I'm going to give that a try. So as far as, well, what on here is from around the house? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, this piece under here, this one with the holes in it, that is a piece of a curtain, an old curtain. What I'm sewing on is a piece of an old sheet. So as I was cleaning out my basement the past few weeks, I came across some old sheets, and I had washed them, and I tore them. Like I tore like a, I don't know, maybe a foot wide block out of, or strip out of each of the sheets, and then I tore that down even more so that I have like pieces that I can actually use. And yeah, so that's the block that I have on here, is an actual sheet. So that's from around the house. And to be honest, this flower right here, I found that along with this. I don't know if these flowers look familiar to anybody, but they are from Webster's Pages, and I had them in my stash downstairs. So part of my, well, that worked out well. Part of my cleaning downstairs in the basement has been my, like my overflow area of my craft stuff. And yeah, so some of it is, well, I don't know, I have a lot of mixed media type stuff down there, and I don't know, I have a lot of papers and stamps, and I don't know, you guys know, you end up with so much stuff. It's like, oh my goodness. But anyway, so I found those flowers. So they're also from around my house because they were in my basement. And it feels good to use them because I've had them, gosh, for years, these flowers, for years. And it feels good to finally use them. And if you didn't know, so this Just Because book, I know that I'm going to have a lot of flowers in it, right? From the very, very, very first video that I did, and I do put these out every Monday, these videos. And, there we go. I've said from the beginning that I'm going to have a lot of flowers in this little Just Because book, because I've just been finding so many different flowers in my stash. And then, you know, with cleaning out the basement, I found even more. So, oh my goodness. All right, well, that was enough thread or yarn, just to get through the end over here. I did a little stitch over the side of the sheet. I just want to loosen this up a little bit because I pulled it a little bit too tight. So I'm just using a pair of scissors just to loosen that up so it doesn't look buckled or as buckled. Yeah, so definitely I will have Jovi's and Carol's links below, their YouTube links, and go on over and check out their videos for today's collaboration. So lots of fun stuff. And when I started this video, I said that this is, you know, definitely one of my favorite videos to record anymore, and I'll tell you why. It is because, you know, a lot of times when I am recording a video, I'm very, very, very aware of how much time it is taking to record that video. I'm just very aware of it. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I'm just kind of placing things down and building up on this little block here. I like that. You know, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to start by just sewing this flower down right there. What thread do I want to use? I have two of these little pin cushions. I ordered them online, don't remember from where. And this one goes on your wrist, which I never put it on my wrist, but that's what it's made for. This one I thought was going to be the size of this one. And obviously it's not. Yeah, but that's okay. I use it, I love it, and that's all that matters, right? I've been thinking about making my own pin cushion. I've been thinking about it actually for months and months. And I think, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be time to do that soon. So in the middle of this, right, I can decide, well, what do I want to put in the middle of it? I could even sew on a little pearl heart. That would be cute. That would be cute. Totally different look than this metal gear, but I like that too. I can even sew on a little charm that is a heart. Oh, I like that. That's it. That's it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it all together here. So as far as sewing down that green like netting, oh, I don't know if, you know what? Ooh, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. This needle is too big. It won't even barely budge through that. Forget that. Forget that. So let's go back to, I think I'll stick with this. So what was I saying? Now I forget what I was saying. Oh my gosh. All right. So what I want to try to do as I sew this is, oops, is just kind of go from these 3 holes here from one to the other and just sew it down. Easy peasy. And then I'll worry about, that's like sticking to my finger. Then I'll worry about getting that green like netting down. That's what I was talking about. So I'm just gonna go around, almost like those big, ooh, that brought through something else. Every time I use this yarn, this Appleton yarn, something happens. Every single time. Every single time. I'm sure it's me. I'm sure it's not the yarn. I'm not blaming the yarn. Like, I don't even know what to do with this. I have something odd going on there. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. This is my Just Because book, and this is all about enjoyment and no stress. No stress. Okay. So I think that that's good. Oh, and I do have something I want to share with you that I bought that is Crafty for sewing. So wait, let me just make sure that what I'm doing here is even like working, because now I have this all a mess. All a mess. All a mess. So that's got to go. I want that green under the flowers. Under the flowers. Like that. Like that. Okay, so that's good. So I went to Walmart today. My parents needed some stuff, so I went there for them, and of course, I had to go down the aisle that has, you know, the embroidery stuff and the fabrics. I just did a quick, I don't know what to do with this stuff. You know what? I'm going to call that a knot and be done with it. So yeah, as far as the fabrics, I just walked past them quickly, and because I'm one of those people that, like, if I were to stop and buy one little square of fabric, the next thing I know, I'm gonna have 20 of them in my cart. Are you guys like that? Are you? Be truthful. I know I am. So I kind of, like, as I was walking past the fabric, I was just like looking, and I just kept going, and I'm like thinking to myself, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. And it's like, just keep going, Susan. Just keep going. And I did. I was good. So, yeah, and then I went over to the embroidery section, and I got this. So, of course, it's floss. It's nothing like earth-shatteringly wonderful or anything like that. But there are a lot of colors in here. So there are 100 bobbins. Some of them, or probably all of them, right? It looks like are at least double. Some of them, like the white and the black, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of each of those. So like this color yellow, the really pale, beautiful yellow, I was looking for that the other day, and I don't have that color. So I figured, you know what, for $15, I'm getting this, and it will be fine. It'll be fine. In fact, I have some of it here, and it is, 6 strands, so it's, it's good, as far as that goes. And yeah, so I'm happy with it. It's a good addition to my stash. It's a good addition. It's not the most expensive by far, but it is a good addition. All right, so now I want to just kind of tack this green down in a couple spots. Oh, you know what I did here? Speaking of Susan Taylor Brown, this reminded me of her. What I have under here, let me lift this up, is it was like bunched up cheesecloth. And it was just like a ball of it. And when I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of Susan, because she works a lot with that type of, um, um, what do you call it? I can't think of the term for it. Not textile, and not string. What's the word? You guys let me know. But it reminded me of her. And then what I decided to do was a very loose weave, right? So I pulled out my stitching from the Roxy project, and so I did some weaving with two different color yarns there. Really nice, really nice. I love that piece. I love it. All right, so I am looking for some green. So see, I should just go in here because I know there's green in here. And let's pull out a green. And I don't need it to be anything too. I think I'll go with this color green right here. And you know, there's not a tremendous amount on these bobbins. I don't know all in all how, many yards are even in that, but it's worth it to me. It's, enough for me to work on several different projects, that's for sure. And it gives, a nice array of colors, right? Otherwise it can be expensive, because my most favorite of all threads is the pearl size 8. And I did get a good deal online, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And you know how, oh gosh, I don't know why I didn't buy every single color that there was at that time, but it came in a pack of 16 round. Well, it's these right here. These are from that regular size, right? Regular size, big, nice. There were 16 of these for like $20, $21. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to get the one pack. Let me see if I like it. And I love it. It's pearl, size 8. It's beautiful. And I went back to get more because I got the colors that were pretty vibrant. And well, like I said, I was looking for a pale yellow, and I went and I looked, and yeah, no more. They're gone. And I could just, I'm like, why didn't I just get all of them at that time? Just to have a nice assortment. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so all I'm doing right now is putting down this green, like that netting right there, in a couple spots. Nothing major, just trying to get it to stay where I want it. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some seed stitching and maybe a little bit of French knots. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. You know, there's nothing wrong with this stuff. I mean, I don't know, kind of works for me. I like that there's silver at the end of this little piece I'm sewing on here. It gives a little bit of bling. So I don't know if you can tell, but like I can tell that there's a little bit of a shadow going on in this video, and that's because I'm recording at night. I almost never record at night. What time is it? It's almost 9 p.m. And the reason I decided to do this was I was inspired by Lori from Enchanted Dreams 71 here on YouTube. And she was working on her Roxy project, and I watched the video, and it just inspired me to come in here and, you know, I don't know, I just started like puttering around in here, like seeing, you know, what I could add on here. And I was looking for, you know, maybe some different flowers for the Roxy project, that kind of thing. And before you know it, I was like, you know what, I might as well just do a video because I was just totally inspired. All right, I'm going to do some little seed stitching. So what seed stitches are is little stitches. That was probably a little too big, but that's all right. I'm going to go with the little bit bigger. Oop. There we go. A little bit bigger seed stitch. You know, let me unwind this. And what it does, it's like little stitches that go in all different directions. And it's basically like to fill in a background. And it's fun. I don't do it too often. But I think in this case, I think it is perfect. Perfect. And I'll probably add a couple French knots here or there. And then that might be it for this block. I don't know. You never know. Alrighty. So see, it's kind of like little stitches like that. It's just like all little, every which way. But it makes, like I said, for a nice background. You know, sometimes I really do think that working, although this is a really small piece of fabric, but working with a embroidery loop makes sense to me sometimes. I have never done slow stitching with an embroidery hoop, but there are times where I think, oh my gosh, it would be so much easier to do this if the, you know, fabric wasn't flopping all over the place. But I don't have any desire to actually use an embroidery hoop. I just wonder about it. All right, so let's see. So I have that. I could keep going, but I think what I'll do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep the same color floss, and I'm going to do a couple French knots. I don't know why I can't remember that name of French knot. I don't know why, but I can't. Oh, and the other thing is I'm having a hard time remembering all the stitches that I've learned, like how to do them. Even though some of them I do from time to time. Yeah, I don't know. So I think once I retire at the end of May, I'll be able to do a lot more stitching, I'm hoping. And, oops. And, yeah, so I will probably, I don't know, you know, rewatch Sarah and Rachel and, you know, go through the stitches again. So that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. And I've been thinking about that for a while because it's a lot. 20 stitches is a lot to remember. It's a lot. I remember certain ones fine, and then other ones I don't. All right, so we're just about done with this. I'm going to do another French knot here. Oh, you know what? Tell me, have you been binging any really good TV shows? Let me know. I have Netflix and I have Hulu. I don't have a TV, so I watch everything on my computer. And those are the two. Oh, and I have Friendly TV as well because I have the Hallmark channel on there. And for $8 or $9 a month, it's well worth it. But I would love to know. Oh, look at how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look pretty? That green was like perfect. I think what I'll do actually to really finally wrap this up is just do a few seed stitches here amongst the French knots. But let me know. You know what I've been watching? Oh, I'm loving it. Well, I'm binging two different things, which probably is like not good, right? But I am. And I am binging Criminal Minds. Who watches Criminal Minds? I want to know. I just love it. And yeah. So anyway, let me know what you've been binging. Oh, the second thing that I've been binging is MasterChef. Yeah, with Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I think I'm going to put another stitch right here and call this done. And that will be it for today. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. So again, please check out the links below. Check out Jovi and Carol's channels. And go on over, and I can't do this knot very well. Go on over and yeah, check them out. And what else? Oh, and Susan, definitely go check out Susan Taylor Brown. And I'm tying this knot by hand because it came out of the needle and the knot is not perfect, but that's okay. All right. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. I am loving this block. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know that it's done. But I'm loving it. I don't know what else to do. But that's it for this video. Although I did take this out. And I don't know if I want to try to get this on here somewhere. But anyway, it's not going to happen in this video. Because I don't want the video to be too long. Oh, I like that. That's where it's going, right there. How long have I been on here? Let me see. At 29 minutes. Oh. All right. I am going to at least start sewing this on here because I like it right there. Right? It's just a little extra something. I do have some pearl thread here, all ready to go. And let's just do this real quick. Why not? Ooh, come on. and then maybe this block is done. Like what, I want to make sure that I keep moving forward with this Just Because book. Well, because I already know I want to start another one. Wow, sorry about that, everyone. My camera just totally shut down. I didn't run out of space. It just turned off. So I did finish this block, and I'll just share it with you. So I have sewn on the trim on the side. I did add a few little X's up there, and I also put this piece with the grommets over here. And you know what, as I look at this, well, what does it kind of look like to all of you? To me, when I look at this looks like the grass. These are like a tree or trees. This is a cloud, and these are birds. And of course the flowers. I mean, I didn't plan that, but that's what I see when I look at this. Kind of cool, right? So that is it for today's Crafty Chit Chat and Slow Stitching. I will see you next Monday for more in my Just Because book. All right, thank you so much for being here, and please be sure to check out Carol and Jovi. Their links are below for the collaboration that they have going on right now, which is the creating and recrafting. And of course, check out Susan Taylor Brown. All right, thanks everybody for being here. Have a wonderfully blessed week. Alrighty, bye-bye.